The next earthquake is characterized by a different set of clues. This one's a little different in the sense that this time we get the difference is equal to 9 minutes and 0 seconds. We don't know what the P wave travel time or the P wave or the S wave travel time was, nor the distance. This one's a little trickier. We can still figure it out because of the relationship between the two waves is very, very specific. The longer the distance is from the epicenter to the location of the recording, the two waves are separated by more and more time. It's a very, very specific relationship. So this 9-minute difference only occurs at one location. So we've got to find that location. The way we do that is we go to our P and S wave chart. We take a scratch piece of paper and we line it up along the axis. We're then going to mark at 0 and we're going to mark at 9. What that does is this gives us that 9-minute difference. This area inside the chart is equal to the difference between the P and S wave. So what we're looking for is a point in the chart where the difference between this line and this line along a vertical distance is 9 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scratch piece of paper that I've marked on. I'm going to keep the lower mark on the P line and I'm going to move it until the upper mark matches with the S line. It's easiest to try to figure it out. Once you get close, is to try to figure out very accurately. So that's not quite enough. I still have a little bit more to go up here. Next one. Just a little bit more. That's a pretty good fit. So this is the location where there's a 9-minute difference between the P and the S wave. So that's where I'm going to draw my line. So this is, if I go down to the bottom and see where my paper is at 7,000, 7,200, 7,400, 7,600. So now I know where to draw my line. Again, every earthquake is characterized by a vertical line drawn through the P and S wave. The other characteristics of that earthquake can be determined by figuring out where the P line intersects that line and where the S line intersects that line, as well as where that line meets the bottom horizontal axis. So now I have my earthquake plotted. So I can figure out my P wave travel time by going across. I get 11 minutes. I can figure out where my S wave travel time is by going across as well. I get 20 minutes. Again, the difference between the two is 9 minutes, but I knew that from my clue. So now going back to my worksheet, I can fill in the missing properties of that particular location. The P wave travel time, figured out where the vertical line crosses the P line, was 11 minutes and 0 seconds. The travel time for the S wave was where that vertical line crossed the S wave line. That was 20 minutes and 0 seconds. The difference was 9 minutes, but I knew that already. To figure out the distance, again, I figure out where my line, my vertical line, meets the horizontal axis at the bottom. So this was 7,000, 7,200, 7,400, 7,600. So that location's done now too.